Hi, it's Fred. Again, I've recorded this 3 or 4 times now. I prayed over the cards. I pulled like 3. I asked Spirit what guidance they had for you today. I have to figure some technical issues out when it comes to longer videos. Manifestia. We pulled that just the other day. Okay. Wow. She of the Lotus. So, lotus flowers. What else, Spirit? Whoa, too many. Too many, but we'll take the top one. Life Force, the Portal Keeper, Loving Compassion, and Freedom. Okay. The first 3 cards I pulled were Alchemize Pain, Mind That Monkey, and Beginnings. So, Alchemize Pain. If you don't know how alchemizing energy works, go find out. When I'm stressed out, I clean my house. There's a great example. You can have your pain and or discomfort work for you if you know how. And really, it's that simple. You can turn Taylor Swift, Every Heartbreak is an album, right? It's the same thing. You can turn pain into whatever you want to benefit your life. You can turn it into a positive, is what I'm saying. This card talks about drowning in your pain. Don't do that. You need to feel your pain. You need to, you can't ignore it because then it comes up in toxic ways. But you can use it to your benefit. Mind That Monkey. I didn't read the book on that. Let's see if I can do that really quick. Mind the Monkey. I'm sure that has to do with the monkey mind and or addiction. Probably a little of both. It can turn your enthusiasm and bravery upside down. He is a trickster that chants words of not enough into your ear. He says your gifts and talents will never be enough. Your ideas and plans are a waste of time. You won't amount to anything if you dare to act on your bravest dreams. I don't need to read all this. It's bullshit. This is your ego. And your ego tends to feed you a lot of fear. So, yeah, your monkey mind. You don't want to operate out of ego. And, a lot of people think, well, their ego is, oh, you're full of yourself. No. And yes, but no. Ego is part of your programming that's meant to keep you comfortable. And it can also turn on you in so many ways. So, remember that fear is, how do they say, false evidence appearing real. Everything you want is on the other side of your fear. So, keep a hold of that monkey mind. Also, the dandelions you blow, for some reason those are important. And you're not alone. Somebody feels like they're drowning in their pain. There's a hand. Help's a-coming. You're not alone. Even the help might be you, but you're not alone. And then Beginnings was the 3rd card I pulled. This is about new opportunities, new beginnings. It's about starting over. This little thing has nothing but a cracked egg, and it still looks happy. And it's walking away from Mind That Monkey. So walking away from negative self-talk, self-hatred, self-loathing. It's all wasted energy. Most of those voices aren't you. Most of those voices are something that somebody said once that stuck in your programming, and you ran with it. And what you have to do is get control of your own thoughts and realize that most of them aren't even yours. And then it makes it a lot easier to step into a new beginning. This is your new beginning. It looks like you're ready to walk away from that kind of mentality. So, however, you do have to alchemize this pain. The she lotus, we know manifestia. Okay, we talked about that the other day. I even got some comments about kiwis. The she lotus, 43. Let's see. Shadow work. Addressing dissonance. Seeing downfalls as the flip side of superpowers. Okay, so back to alchemizing pain. Loving yourself back to wholeness. The beautiful lotus that grows from murky waters. Disempowering triggers. Bringing light into your dark corners. It's funny that that came under monkey mind. Shadow work is addressing the things that stop you from loving yourself. Your triggers, your negative train of thought, even your perception. You know, it can all be changed. And life force energy, well, that's fairly self-explanatory, but let's see. Energy, mana, Anya, the rainbow spectrum, bright white light, Reiki, celebrating life, God force, optimal health, being vibrantly alive, thriving nature, conscious consumption, Eden, the body as a temple, bringing earth into balance, cell rejuvenation, the love of the land. Lotus flower, manifestia. Okay. Once you get control of your pain and your negative mind loops, you will be able to access your life force energy. All energy comes from source. So if you're disconnected from source, you're tired. You have to get your energy somewhere else. And hating yourself disconnects you from source. And or drowning in your pain. You know, Mind That Monkey is about hating yourself. If you can't tap into source energy, it's really hard to manifest anything. It makes it a lot more difficult. So that is your advice from Spirit today. These are always, as always, beautiful cards. Water. It seems to be a running theme lately. She's in water. I talked in a video the other day about how I find water really healing and meditative, and a lot of people do. You need to go out into nature. You need to spend some time with water. There's dolphins in this card. Maybe see the ocean. Definitely spend some time in nature. But I recommend around water. I think it's a great idea. I think it's just sit and listen to the water. It'll make things a lot clearer. I love you. I hope you have a great day. Mwah.